A group of companies organized a systematic illegal boycott against X. These organizations targeted our company and you, our users.
X filed the suit after reviewing a damning report from the House Judiciary Committee, Jim Jordan's committee, which found evidence that GARM and its members directly coordinated an effort to target specific content creators and news organizations that they simply didn't like. This is Marxism in action in our country. Congressman James Comer joins us now and has been looking at these groups, investigating these groups as well. GARM, sir, evidently has influence or control over something like 90% of global marketing spending, which is around $1 trillion every year. How on earth did they get that kind of power?
I don't know how they got the power, but they definitely have it. And this is what a lot of advertisers use to base decisions on where to advertise. And what we found, both the Judiciary Committee as well as my Oversight Committee, is there's a coordinated effort to try to censor free speech, to censor dissenting views, which are always the conservative views. They really turned on Twitter, not at the moment that Elon Musk bought Twitter, but at the moment he released the Twitter files that showed that Twitter was coordinating with the government as well as Facebook with the government to censor COVID, to censor conservative speech, to censor the Hunter Biden laptop story. That's when these agencies turned on X, and they're using it to dissuade people to advertise on Newsmax and other conservative TV networks because they want conservative networks to fail so that the only monopoly of information would be with liberal outlets.
Yeah, and you can tell when you watch this network. I mean, you see the way our commercials look versus the way CNN's commercials looks, or even smaller networks like Bloomberg, which we have way more viewers than Bloomberg. But you know, you don't see these. You know, we miss a lot of the mainstream. I mean, I don't know which ones we have and we don't, but there's a lot of mainstream companies that won't touch this network because of the organizations like GARM. They have made it toxic, and those companies are so terrified that these leftist organizations will come after them if they do advertise here, that they just say it's not worth the risk. They're too scared, and they all bend to this Marxist tactic. It's very effective. And today, Rumble's founder and CEO went public with some of the advertisers that have openly told him that they don't want to reach half the country. You know, that they have no interest in it. There's an alcoholic beverage company called Diageo North America. That's one of them. That's on the GARM steer team, he says, leading the cartel to boycott Rumble, X, and others that don't adhere to the establishment media guidelines. And he showed other ones as well. I'm trying to remember. Dunkin' Donuts, Inspire Brands, which is comprised of Baskin Robbins, Arby's, and Sonic, also boycotting Rumble, going right along with this Marx. I mean, these are capitalist companies that are bending to Marxism just to keep out of trouble.
It's exactly what they're doing, and they're using this in coordination with these activist selections on these boards. Remember, the liberals demanded that they, that boards put people based on diversity, equity, inclusion, as opposed to adding shareholder value to the companies. And you've got all these liberal voices that are coordinating with these media outlets to ban any company that favors conservative candidates, any company that donates to conservatives. I can tell you, this has changed how donations are made to Congress now. There are companies that are afraid to make donations, so they're making money to dark money groups, and that's not what we want. We want transparency. But what they're doing to conservative outlets is wrong. It's illegal. And I think the work that Jordan's Judiciary Committee and the work that we're undertaking on the Oversight Committee should serve as solid evidence in companies fighting back in the court system. And I think Elon Musk has an outstanding case, and I hope other conservative companies and conservative networks join him in this lawsuit.
I hope that a lot of these major corporations grow a pair, frankly, because the people that run these companies are not radical leftists. They wouldn't be working in private corporations if they were, for the most part. They're just scared. And that's the point. And it's like that fear, bending to that is so pitiful just to protect, you know, your next yacht or whatever it is. The people that run these corporations, it's pitiful and it needs to stop. Congressman, thank you so much for taking the time. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Rob.